United States war plans leaked in a group chat? In West Philadelphia, born and raised, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air now has his very own street sign.
It's baseball's opening day. The Phillies have dropped their season teaser featuring recently retired Philly legend Brandon Graham. Widener's Pride Bucks will be discontinued in the following semester. Welcome to Woo TV. I'm Allison Padula, and this is Damya Walton.
Almost a year after students protested the war in Gaza between Israel and Palestine, Swarthmore College has decided to penalize 14 of them. Most of the students were only given warnings, but others experienced probation and one suspension. Many of the students expressed their disappointment towards Swarthmore as they have a history of student activism and peaceful protests. The school claimed that the students were disrupting life on campus. However, the students say that their protests did not escalate as much as other schools.
Top national security officials in the Trump administration, including his defense secretary Pete Hegseth, leaked sensitive information about upcoming strikes on Yemen in a group chat on Signal. This was discovered through the addition of the Atlantic's editor-in-chief, Jeffrey Goldberg, to the group by Mike Waltz, Trump's national security advisor. The information did not compromise the strikes that took place on Thursday, March 20th, but this has still raised concerns over the confidentiality of information among the U.S. government.
Widener's Honor Week continues. This past Tuesday, students from a vast majority of majors gave presentations focused on a range of different topics. Some of those topics were solar radiation modification, solutions for a more resilient world, Philadelphia's Colonial Night Watch, and You're Playing Like a Girl, a look at the sexist behaviors in gaming. In addition to presentations this week, select students across the university were invited to be inducted into their major's honor program. Thoughtful conversations continue noon this Friday at the University Center's web room with topics like how has the Russian-Ukraine war affected the U.S. economy, the impact of communication, analyzing political language at 2024 election rallies, and mental health, my mission in the Breathe program.
The future of the Crozier Health System remains uncertain despite receiving a $26 million influx following its bankruptcy filing. The Crozier Health facilities include the Chester Medical Center, which is located right off Widener's campus. Crozier Health is Delaware County's largest hospital system. Through the previous plan with PA attorney Dave Sunday, the Foundation of Delaware County delivered $7 million. There is another $13 million set to be delivered over the next 8 days. Then the remaining $6 million will be paid. Another court hearing to decide the hospital's fate is set for April 1st.
Construction is underway at Dutton Mill Road and Turner Industrial Way in Ashton Township. It will be the home of Christiana Care, First Michael Hospital in Delaware County, Pennsylvania. Ashton Township manager Bill Defo estimates the project will cost between $11 million and $15 million. DeFeo said, and quote, "We think it's a win-win situation, not only for Christiana, but also for Ashton Township." Time to say goodbye to Pride Bucks. Student and Campus Services announced that the Pride Bucks will be discontinued following the end of the spring semester. Pride Bucks were used for students to load more funds onto their student accounts. This does not mean anything for campus dining dollars, which will not be going anywhere. It is encouraged that students use any remaining Pride Bucks before the end of the semester. Students that have a balance above $5 are eligible to receive a refund by submitting the Pride Bucks request for a withdrawal form to the One Card office via email or in person at Lipka Hall. Remaining balances will first be applied to outstanding financial obligations to the university, and any balances under $5 will not be refunded. Starting May 7th, travelers will need a real form of ID if they do not intend to use their U.S. passport. This tri-state area has opportunities to update your ID. In Delaware, citizens will be able to access DMVs across the state, while in New Jersey, residents have the opportunity to schedule appointments with the MVC to update your ID. Pennsylvania citizens can order new IDs online with shipping up to 15 business days, or visit any Penn.Real ID center to have it completed.
The Philadelphia area's largest food bank, Philabundance, is currently facing impending budget cuts after the Trump administration eliminated a program that helped food banks buy directly from local farmers. The change creates an 18% gap in food that is nearly impossible to fill through donated funds. The LFPA program, which funded Pennsylvania food banks through the pandemic, provided $13 million to be evenly distributed throughout the state. Officials remain hopeful the new presidential administration will come up with similar programs to fill this need in the near future. Atlantic City's beloved aquarium has finally reopened after 5 years. The attraction closed its doors back in March 2020 and has been vacant ever since. The official ribbon-cutting ceremony took place on Monday, with Mayor Marty Small Jr. Sr. in attendance. The aquarium debuted a few new exhibits: the under-the-sea coloring area, a hurricane simulator, and a photo booth. Come summer 2025, there will be 6 on-hand touch tanks with daily feeding shows. The aquarium is open 7 days a week, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Tickets will be $12 for adults, $9 for seniors, and $8 for children. Now let's head over to Dillon Hastings at the sports desk to see what's new.
Thanks, Allison. Later on, we are covering MLB opening day. Stay tuned.
Wherever you go at Widener, you've always got your pride. Everywhere you go, and behind everything you do. And before you know it, you are working in your field, realizing your life's ambitions before you even leave Widener.
If you have a dream, come join us.
Widener University. Many roars, one pride.
Welcome to the Sports Desk. I'm Dillon Hastings. The Phillies open the 2025 season Thursday in Washington, D.C. for a 3-game series against the Nationals. The reigning NL East champs announced that Zach Wheeler will start opening day. It will be Wheeler's second opening day start for the Phils. It's draft season. NFL teams are allowed to bring in 30 college prospects to their facilities for in-person meetings each year. The Eagles have announced a few prospects they will be bringing into the NovaCare complex. Boston College edge Donovan Azarowaku, SMU defensive tackle Elijah Roberts, along with 4 offensive linemen, Jalen Travis of Iowa State, Marcus Mbow of Purdue, Josh Connerly of Oregon, and Anthony Belton of NC State. Bringing these players out to Philly does not mean they will be selecting these players. It is a feeling out process to see if they have true interest in drafting these players. Why do the Sixers continue to lose? Resting star players, not playing top guys in the final minutes of close games? Well, this method is called tanking. With the Sixers currently holding the 5th worst record in the league, the more they lose, the higher of a chance they will get to keep their draft pick. In 2020, the Sixers traded Al Horford and a protected first-round pick to Oklahoma City for Danny Green. The Sixers will retain their pick if they finish bottom 6 of the lottery. If not, the pick will go to the Oklahoma City Thunder, who currently hold the 2nd-best record in all of basketball. On Sunday, the Philadelphia Eagles signed free agent swing tackle Kendall Lamb of the Miami Dolphins. The 32-year-old has 44 starts throughout his 10-year NFL career and will fill Fred Johnson's role after he left the team for Jacksonville. St. Francis University, a small Division I athletic school in Loretto, Pennsylvania, made a shocking announcement on Tuesday afternoon that they will be moving their athletic program to D3. The men's basketball team at St. Francis just made the 2025 NCAA tournament, winning the Northeast Conference for just the 2nd time in program history. The move will be made in the summer of 2026. In Widener sports news, baseball pitcher Sean Curran had a terrific day on the mound, allowing no runs and a 4-0 win over the Stevenson Mustangs. This performance earned him MAC Player of the Week. After an outstanding year, Widener women's track and field assistant coach Gavin Colley was named Metro Region Assistant Coach of the Year by the U.S. Track and Field and Cross Country Association. The Widener Athletic Leadership Initiative will be holding a fundraiser during NCAA D3 week benefiting the Eagles Autism Foundation. The event is a kickball tournament being held at Memorial Field on April 3rd at 4 o'clock. For any questions and to sign up, go to Wally's Instagram at WooWally2026. That's all for the Sports Desk. I'll be back in the Weather Center after this break.
The Poro Place in Philadelphia's Love Park is back online Friday, but its this time might be coming to an end. The Poro debuted in Philadelphia in October after moving from New York City, live streaming to 6 countries. The device went offline at some point in February for routine inspection and updates, with plans to reopen in early March. However, the device remained offline as Philly police said that the copper wiring has been stolen back in February. While the Poro comes back online Friday, it seems they will be moving to a new location. The 200 block of North 59th Street that runs through the part of the Overbrook section of Philadelphia will be renamed to Will Smith Way, honoring the actor and entertainer Will Smith. The West Philadelphia Road in Smith's name run past Overbrook High School, where Smith used to attend public school. In the official ceremony, Smith said, and quote, "Philly, I love you, I am yours, you are mine." Among those who came out to see him was Smith's former teacher at Overbrook, who called him Prince Charming, a nickname he changed for the hit 1990s TV show The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Smith said the name The Fresh Prince was coined in Overbrook High School.
Get excited! The Jonas Brothers are coming to Philly. After announcing their Jonas 20 Living the Dream tour, they will perform in Philadelphia on August 14th at Citizens Bank Park. Their 43-show tour will have other stops in East Rutherford, New Jersey on August 10th and Washington, D.C. on August 12th. The presale has passed, but general sales will begin on Friday at 10 a.m. Niche recently released a 2025 Best Places to Live in America list, where Chesterbrook and Chester County ranked 3rd on the list. Niche states that Chesterbrook offered a dense suburban feel with many restaurants, coffee shops, and parks. This town also has a median home value of $432,000. The ranking is based on data from the U.S. Census, FBI, and Bureau of Labor Statistics. Exciting news for our students who love to DoorDash. Klarna, the buy now, pay later company, has paired with DoorDash to allow customers to pay for meal deliveries with installment loans. The company says that this step is essential to meeting their customer needs. However, not everybody agrees with the decision. The two companies have received backlash online, and consumers are considering what this means about the current economy. A spokesperson for Klarna said that the feature would only be available for orders over $35.
Now let's send you over to Dillon Hastings, who is in the Weather Center for a weekly update.
Welcome to Weather Center. On Saturday, we will have a beautiful partly cloudy day with a high of 82 and a low of 56. On Sunday, we will have a cloudy day with a high of 68 and a low of 60. On Monday, for those who are going to the Phillies game, you'll have a rainy day with a high of 74 and a low of 48. On Tuesday, you'll have a partly cloudy day with a high of 57 and a low of 35. And on Wednesday, it will be a mostly cloudy day with a high of 56 and a low of 44. That's all for the Weather Center. We will be right back after this short break.
are turtles on campus. We sent our reporter, Ryan Francis, to see what's going on.
Here at Kirkbride Hall, located on Widener University's campus, is a research project that's been going on for nearly 10 years. Since her freshman year, senior Sarah Davidson has been working with these quarter-sized turtles to study their metabolic rates and how they respond to different currents. The cold tank temperatures hover around 60 degrees, while the hot tanks stay around 85 or hotter.
So this experiment, we are aiming to figure out if the ambient temperatures of diamondback tarpons, when exposed to long-term heat and cold exposure, affects their swimming persistency based off of physiological ecology premises of colder temperatures, lowering metabolic rates, and energy production.
One of their star researchers is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who is known to sink like a rock every time he goes for a swim. This laminar flow device allows the researchers to measure the speed and direction of the flow when the turtles are under observation. Movement is generated by a small promoter and a propeller on one end of the device.
Turtles will be here until May, so if you have any questions, please contact Dr. Votnick or Sarah Davidson.
With Woo TV, this is Ryan Francis.
Thank you for that report, Ryan.
Experience a taste of Japan with ASA Prize at the annual Cherry Blossom Festival in Shifuzu, Philadelphia. The trip takes place on Sunday, April 6th from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m. Seats are limited, so just visit ASA Pride on Instagram for more information.
Widener's CIRCA program, or Summer Undergraduate Research and Creative Activities, has had its stipend and summer housing request window extended. If any student is interested in researching over the break, you have until March 31st to request.
Friday at the University Center patio from 12 p.m. to 5 p.m. Come pie a pie or try. $1 a pie and $1 to popping to donate to a good cause. Widener Sexuality and Gender Alliance is hosting their 5th annual LGBTQ+ Open Mic Night, celebrating the Gay, Lesbian, and Straight Education Network, Day of No Silence. The event takes place Friday, April 4th at 6 p.m. in the University Center Pride Gang. It will include an evening of performances that magnifying LGBTQ+ voices. If you're interested in performing, the link can be found on Instagram at saga.widener and Wolfgram Library Instagram accounts. That's all for this edition of Woo TV. Thank you for watching. Make sure to keep up with Woo TV on socials at WooTV_Productions. For the behind the scenes crew, Dillon Hastings and Allison, I'm Damya Walton. Good night.